I've been getting dealt a bad hand. And I just be trying to be the best I can and resolve every issue.
You must have thought I was kidding. You're apologizing because you got caught.
You right.
Everything with you is an excuse. You thought this was a game. And if I didn't have those two gentlemen behind you right now, you'd run off again. Definitely. Every time. Yes, that's what you do. What?
I can't run from you.
You can't run?
I can't run. Never.
I know, because you kept running before. I've tried with you, and you've done nothing. And your way doesn't work. So now we're going to do it my way. And it's just going to be harsh.
Good morning, Your Honor. D'Amico Cummings for the record.
Please declare on behalf of probation. Your Honor, Mr. Cummings did have a prior VOP hearing on June 12th. At that date, the court had ordered him to serve 10 days in jail for his violations to date. Mr. Cummings failed to report to the jail as the court ordered him to do that, and the bench warrant was issued. He has been since picked up on the warrant, has been in custody. He still has a balance of $1,255. He's made no payments to the court. He failed to complete the level 2 driver rehab program, failed to complete 100 hours of community service. He has another new pending case since June 12th, an alleged R&O, date of offense, July 22nd. He had multiple failure to appears before this court.
I did have a lengthy conversation with Mr. Cummings yesterday. He does admit that he messed up on probation.
So he admits to these violations?
Yes, except for the pending cases, for obvious reasons. He wants to ask the judge for mercy in this situation. He would like for his probation to be reinstated. He said he is willing to comply with probation and get done what he needs to do. However, he does want to take responsibility for not doing what he needs to do over the past couple months. So when I asked him what's been going on, he kind of gave me a litany of things. He cares for his 5-year-old son, who is going to kindergarten in the fall. He also has a baby on the way. His partner to the 14th, but really the baby can come any day. Those two things, as well as his job, he's working Amazon night shift, 40 hours a week, essentially distracted him from taking care of what he needs to do on this probation. He does live with his mother and his partner, as well as his children, so he does have a support system. He says he can make payments. He is working full-time, and he does have some savings that he can put a pretty substantial payment toward his fines and costs. He said his mom can come up and pay $1,000 before he even is released from jail. He mentioned to me that he has been successful in other probations, and thinks he can be successful here if the court is willing to give him another chance.
How did he get picked up on this warrant?
The police came to your apartment for an unrelated matter. And Mr. Cummings would like to make a statement he wrote down.
When the police did arrive at the apartment, it was for an unrelated matter, and I believe that he ran, and that's where the new R&O case came from.
Go ahead.
I want to start like this and say I do got a 4-year-old about to be 5 in October, about to start school this fall. I got a daughter due any day this month. I was working a night shift at Amazon, 40 hours a week, 10 hours and 30 minutes a day. I was laying down on my side. I didn't look at it as a punishment, but I looked at it as an opportunity to do better and be better and get my life together. I can't have warrants and actually be responsible for my son and get to school every day or even to a bus. Please don't punish me or revoke my probation. I think y'all can actually help me do and be better. I signed up for Michigan Reenters to try to get back in school and see what college is like, even though it seemed like I haven't been trying. That's something me and my probation officer spoke about. I can and I'm willing to do extra classes like MRT free and on probation. I'll pay to start my driving class before I'm even released if considered. And if you can take thought that I'm on probation for being a victim in a car accident I was in or at fault for, I went to the hospital with bad injuries, just as everybody else. Like, please, Your Honor, I've been getting dealt a bad hand. And I always have just been trying to be the best I can and resolve every issue the best way possible. Honestly, I'm not the best, but also not the worst. Like, please, Your Honor, I beg you, please, can I have one more chance to show y'all I actually had a bump in the road and I had to get over it, please. If you see me again, you can revoke my probation, give me a year or anything. Like, I really do and truly apologize for the confusion and decisions I left y'all, left you, my probation officer, to ponder with. But I really have just been working, trying to be there for my son and the mother of my child that's currently pregnant. Like, please don't punish me yet, but give me one more chance. Like, I'm actually a full-time father and my son stays with me. I can't imagine just leaving my son out the blue like this. He missed me as we speak and think I'm on vacation. I'm going to be a full-time dad to my daughter too, that's due. This is the first time you see me for a reinstatement and the last time if possible. I'd do anything to be there when my daughter is born and put my name on the birth certificate. I watched my son go off and start his first day of school. Your Honor, I plead and please, I'd do anything, even if it was double my community service, double my restitution, and add extra classes. I'd do it and complete it all. If you can, please consider everything I said and give me a chance. It would be the biggest and best blessing. I know I haven't paid yet, but I thought I had time to. I had kids, house, and life things to take care of. I haven't started my driver class because I was supposed to start it a month after being released, but I didn't have a job or was told that I had to pay to start it after being released. I know I haven't started my community service, but I checked in the places that let me serve the community legally to get this out the way if I can.
Pause right here. This is the emotional appeal phase. He's leaning heavily into fatherhood, the unborn child, the second chance narrative. And look, judges do consider family impact, but here's the legal reality. Probation isn't based on promises, it's based on performance.
I took your plea. You were supposed to appear for sentencing. Actually, I didn't take your plea. Looks like it was taken by another judge. But anyway, you were supposed to appear for sentencing. You were supposed to do a PSI with the probation department. This was back in September 2023. And you don't do any of that. And I have to issue a bench warrant. Somehow or another, it looks like that may have gotten set aside in January. And then I adjourned your sentencing January 9th. We had to somehow or another find you from September to January. You show up on January 24th and they give you a sentence. Relatively straightforward sentence. You were in custody at the time. And I laid out everything that you needed to do. That was in January. You really don't do anything on probation that I ordered you to do. So then you show up June 12th of this year on a violation of probation hearing. And at that time, and I think you were on Zoom, you were out. We told you the things that you were supposed to do or hadn't done and try to get corrected. And at that point, I kind of just sent a warning shot to you and told you, you got to do these things. And I ordered you and ordered only 10 days. And Ms. Polaro's trying to work with you too. I mean, we didn't order you serve the full time. We said, here are the things you haven't done. You need to get them accomplished. So I ordered 10 days in jail, gave you a specific day to report to probation on June 24th, 2024. Did you go?
I was in warrant status. I don't think I could have.
Oh, you could have.
You're right, for sure.
The 10 days, because you were on Zoom, I told you exactly what I would do. I said you're to report by 6 p.m. that day, or I was going to issue a bench warrant without bond. You must have thought I was kidding.
No, Your Honor, not.
Then why didn't you go?
I didn't make it by 6. I knew the deal could have been off the table, but I definitely was not thinking you was joking.
Why did you not turn yourself in then?
And I was
You want me to give you another chance,
please,
and you did nothing.
I could complete this probation. Promise.
What?
I can and will complete this probation, possibly, if possible.
You can't. You do what you want to do.
I'm gonna speak.
When did you get picked up on this one?
20, if I'm not mistaken.
July 20th. Okay. So between June 12th, when I ordered you to report to the jail, and that day you got picked up, what were you doing to correct this?
I was trying to work, make sure I had some money, so if I had other bonds. But I do apologize, and I can't say this, Your Honor.
Here's my problem. You're apologizing because you got caught. You were, if those police had not come to your door that day, I still wouldn't be seeing you.
Yeah, I probably would have turned myself in still.
When?
That was all.
In the 45 days from the time that I ordered it to the time that you got picked up, at what point were you going to turn yourself in?
As soon as I had enough funds to take care of other cases that's holding me with no bonds and counties like tickets. And I was trying to be there for the mother of my child that's currently pregnant. I would have done my probation this whole time, but I had other warrants that stopped me from doing my probation. I'm not going to say, yeah, I didn't. I'm not going to say I didn't turn myself in. It was other warrants, other cases that stopping me from being best at what I can show y'all and doing my probation.
I've given you an opportunity to show me. I'm coming up on a year, and guess what? What have you done? Nothing. Nothing. And then you're gonna, and
I
I try to give you at least a gentle nudge, and you still don't do anything. Nothing. You tell me one thing on this sentence that I gave you that you've done.
It was my first time.
Tell me one thing you did.
I checked in. It was hard. I mean, I did check in, do a non-report.
Why is it that you just can't say, Judge, I did nothing?
I did nothing.
Because I'm looking right at it. You did nothing.
You're right, Your Honor. You right.
Everything with you is an excuse.
No excuses as a man. That's what I was taught. So I don't try to make excuses, honestly.
You've made excuses since the time you first started talking. Everything that's come out of your mouth is an excuse. I sit here and I give you a chance to do it. We wait 6 months, correct something. Anybody that is on probation in my court, if, you know, and I feel bad sometimes for Miss Polera, but she doesn't mind doing it. If you're having problems, you'll walk in, you talk to her. But you wouldn't even do that. You thought this was a game. You thought when you looked me in the face on Zoom and I told you when to report that I was just kidding. Nothing that comes out of my mouth am I kidding. I told you to report. I told you when to be there. And I told you how long you'd be there. And I told you what I would do if you didn't report. And so you know there's a bench warrant out for you. Because at least you took me for real on that I was going to issue a bench warrant. So when the police show up, what do? You don't even say at that point, I got to deal with this. You take off running. Allegedly, I guess we'll say at this point. And where was that going to get you? Got you right here. And after all that, Mr. Cummings, you want me to believe anything that's coming out of your mouth that doesn't resemble an excuse.
I don't got no reason to be trying to have warrant statuses and...
You have no reason for any of this. Everything that has happened that's bad in this case is no one's fault but yours. And the problem is, had you gotten to your attorneys, had you gone through and you were truly going through doing something, hey, they would have helped you out. There's no doubt, Ms. Perrine or Ms. Pate, they would have been all over my coordinator's email, trying to figure out something to do. Quite frankly, even if you had at that point gotten to Ms. Polera, she would have been trying to do something.
I didn't want to be disrespectful.
too late. You disrespected everybody here. So don't even play that game with me that you don't want to be disrespectful. You intentionally were disrespectful. You intentionally thwarted my order. You intentionally then tried to hide and seclude yourself. You were disrespectful, allegedly, to the police when they showed up, told you had a warrant, you take off. Every move you made has been just coated with disrespect to everybody involved in the process.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, calling my probation officer and not coming in to take care of the business. And I didn't even talk to the police or anything. They didn't tell me anything.
Okay. You had a warrant, you knew it, you took off. And if I didn't have those two gentlemen behind you right now, you'd run off again.
Definitely.
Every time. Yes, that's what you do.
I can't run.
What?
I can't run.
You can't run?
I can't run. Never.
I know.
This is the turning point. Notice the shift. The judge isn't debating anymore. She's documenting September, January, June, warnings, jail time, specific reporting instructions. In probation cases, judges track patterns, and a pattern of inaction speaks louder than apologies. Legally, repeated noncompliance shows willfulness, not confusion. That's huge, because once the court believes you're choosing not to comply, leniency evaporates.
Done what you were supposed to do before.
They wanted me to turn my all type of run. If I didn't have other warrants, I'd be straight on track with probation. Why would Miss Polaire is a good lady? I know you don't try to be as hard as you do or want to be, but
Oh, I don't. Mr. Cummings, I do not want to send you to
y'all
jail.
are not.
Mr. Cummings, I do not want to send you to jail. I do not like sending people to jail. I try to bend over backwards to give people the opportunity. When you need a nudge, and I may have to do a little bit of time, I do a little bit of time, trying to at least get your attention, get you back on track. All of those things. Every one of them. I've tried with you. And you done nothing. I don't even have anything in this sentence I gave you the beginning of this year. I have nothing that I could point to say you did or tried to do something. I have nothing.
That's what's off paper.
I have nothing.
Get it. I'm sure if it was
You could have, no, you, Mr. Cummings, understand this. Your promises are no good to me. Your promises are no good.
Can I say one thing? I wouldn't have this warrant for probation if I didn't have the other warrants. That's how my probation. And I wasn't communicating with y'all or doing what I was supposed to do or should have been. But that's not me though. I've completed a probation before. I could do and complete this.
You still got warrants.
When a judge says, I don't want to send you to jail, believe that. Jail means paperwork, overcrowding, cost to the county. It's not anyone's favorite option, but probation only works if there's cooperation. At this point, the court's logic is simple. If supervision failed, structure gets tighter. That usually means custody, not out of anger, but out of lost trust. So think about this. Was this outcome sealed the moment he ignored that 6 p.m. reporting deadline, or was there still a window to fix it that he just didn't take?
About it. And my entire staff, my probation staff, my staff, will help you do what you need to do. And I know your attorneys. If you had reached out to them, they would have helped you. You just didn't. You wanted to do it your way. And your way doesn't work. So now we're going to do it my way. And it's just going to be harsh.
Yeah, one chance to show y'all I will take care of this. I promise you not see me again. If it ain't to be getting released off of probation early or anything.
I'm going to waive the remaining terms, accept the defendant's financial obligations. I'm going to discharge him from probation without improvement. I'm going to order 365 days Washington County Jail. Credit for the 85 days that you served. Defendant will serve the balance. I will consider early release upon the completion of the MRT jail in jail program. I will consider release. I don't know whether I will release you, but that's going to be the first step you're going to have to do. You don't want to do it? You got 290 days to figure it out.